Fido, good afternoon. It's Thursday, 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's Fido Master Johnny Curtis, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play in a chess tournament, and there's a 3-2 Blitz here, 75 minutes left. I'm going to join that tournament and see how I go. So, I hope you can share with me my journey during this tournament. Got the white pieces. Haven't got an opponent yet. It's searching for one. Some people have played 10 games already. Goodness. Anyway, so C5. D6. Let's see what we can do. It gave me a check. I'll just see the pose. I'll move quickly because I really want to win games as quick as possible. See where I am. I'm number 19 of 46 players. I'll take that off. Could play knight b5, so I want to stop that, so I play a6. Good thing about this position, we don't have to worry about the white bishop and combinations against e6 and all the rest of it. We're just happy to get our pieces on good squares and castle and do the thing. Do our thing. There's no, we've even got the bishop and knight against the two knights, so we're very happy with this position. Okay, so what do we do here? Queen c7 looks good. It's logical. It doesn't restrict me, so I'm going to play b5 anyway, because if he doesn't want to restrict me, he's crazy. By not restricting me, I can get up to mischief. Play queen b8. Play rook hits knight. So I'm attacking his knight already. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. We just go there. Double rooks. Rook c5 looks good. Rook c4 looks good. And d5 looks good. So we've solved the problem of the backward d pawn. And I think we can just take that off comfortably. And it's not a bad position. Let's see now, what do we do here? Queen to there, looks good. You're only playing knight f5 and silly buggers. We want to be able to punish him if we can. But threatening rook takes c6, c3. I had some late lunch. Played in a snooker tournament today. Knight e4, knight e4. He's in real big trouble now. I'll just hit his knight. Take it. And bishop takes knight. They should just win. So that was an easy game. One apiece. Had my eyes virtually closed. I had half a sandwich in my mouth. And we're in. 19 of 46 players. Well, we'll improve our position soon. These tournaments, they can end up with being with hundreds and hundreds of players, sometimes thousands. Depending on the time of the day, you resign, next match, quick. Got a tournament to play in. Number 13 of 49 players. Searching for an opponent. I've been doing really badly at snooker lately. Here it goes. Lost 2 games today. Played 2 games, lost 2 games. Playing JPF 187 from the United States. He's only got a low rating of 1,233. That's about the sort of rating limits I get on my Twitch channel. So I stream on Twitch live on the same channel as my YouTube channel, FM John Curtis Chess. FM standing for FIDE Master. So I just finished it on my bishop. That's what we planned to do when we play G6. And we're just going to castle, slip up a knight on C6 and wait for a mistake. Wait for a mistake, yeah. Well, but hopefully, he's only 1,233. Like swapping pieces off. It's very far from his bishop, you might not see it. I'm trying to work out how I can beat him. I think he's trying to work out how he can beat me. Why beat me like that? So I want to play F5 at the right time. I suppose now is as good a time as any. Excuse me. So I'm getting my pawn wall moving. That rook's not doing anything, so we'll go over here. So hold my pawns. Okay. Take that bishop off. We don't need that. Now hold the d pawn. I think he's just dropped the piece. Well, we knew he'd drop a piece. We didn't know how long it'd take him to drop it. Because he played pretty well. He's a check, his queen's gone. I think he'll give up now. He's been hanging on and fighting like a little devil, like a demon, trying to beat me, but that's a bit much to try to give me that much start. Yeah, number 11 of 50 players. I'm playing E4. Playing Talopa, 1630 from United Kingdom. D4. Knight C3. Knight takes pawn. Knight to B3. G3. Okay, we'll play a H4 move. So it's good for fun. See what they know about opening theory. Yep. They think about it too much, then they usually know what's going on. They think, oh, what do I remember about this position? So we just swap off the bishops. Let's go up there and attack him. Good. Now go back. Go back now. He goes to Queen C2. Did he gain a move or lose a move? I'm not sure. Just put that rook up there. It'll be worrying. You wonder what's going on up there. Right. Now we can put the bishop up there. Tra la 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 la. I like this position now. I'm starting to like it more and more. I really think you've got to play G4 at some stage in these kind of positions. He's thinking a lot about this. He's thinking, what is my grandmaster move? His move is knight to d5. This is what he intends to play. And he's just wondering, what am I going to reply? He knows he's on my rook. And he wants to know if he can play knight over and hit the check and the queen. Whether he can get away with it. That's what he's wondering. Meanwhile, I just want to get rid of the bishop anyway, so I'm happy if he plays knight to b4. Oh, he's got 32 seconds. He's wasting my time. I really want to win this tournament. I can't win the tournament. I got 61. Admittedly, I've got 60 minutes. He's got no time left. And he's probably not very good at endings. So he'll struggle now. No time. Now he's got doubled F pawns. So we're very happy, very, very pleased with the outcome here. See, that probably wins. Now he's got real trouble. It's the A6 pawn he's got to worry about. Now he's got this timing thing that's going well for him. And we went on time. Took a long time. He played really well. Give him credit to Lopa, 1630 from the United Kingdom. Well played, buddy. Good game. Was he a good sport? Yeah, he was a good sport. Was it a good game? Yeah, he was a good game. Played D5. Played 23 of Patz's 1102. United States. Got lots of stars and stuff next to his name. So just developing very, very rapidly. The idea of hoping for him to make a mistake. You might be doing the same thing to me. You never know, do you? Well, let's keep going. Oh, he's busted. He's totally busted, isn't he? Just keep the pressure on him, he'll crack. Okay. There you go, he dropped a piece. It was only a matter of time. Now you can give up. No, he's a patcher. He doesn't know. Poor guy doesn't know he's totally dead. He must feel it though. There goes his bishop. King's next match. Okay, we're coming number 8 of 56 players. But it's a good learning curve for beginners, this video, because you can see what we're doing. We're playing 1470 DS29 from the United States. A lot of US players here, a lot of beginners. Developing a knight on F3 with the attention to the E5 and D5 squares. C4, we're playing that to challenge the D pawn and to also develop our knight behind the pawn. So we've got a little lever on the centre. We're not really that keen on opening it up. We wouldn't take it, for instance, let him retake and have nice pawn structure. We can take that now because we're getting isolated D pawn. So when we take that pawn, he's got to take with a pawn back probably. And so now we've just got a see whether he puts his knight or bishop in. This is going to be interesting. Puts his knight in. We can go over there and attack his knight. Or we can just take his pawn off. There you go, just take his pawn. He's moved his bishop once. We've got him to move his bishop twice. Now we'll castle. And here's an interesting move. We'll just play A3. It's a quiet move. We'll just see what he does. Okay, so he plays there. We can play bishop E2 here. Bishop E2. And just hold the knight. He moves back. We can move forwards. We'll play B4. Didn't really want to do that move, but it's not a bad old move. Okay, we can hit his bishop now. Chase his bishop away. And we can play bishop to B2, grabbing a long diagonal. There's a few little things happening here in this position that you've got to be aware of. If he plays Queen D6, we have to be careful of the checkmate on H2. But we've got all that covered. We can defend that straight away if we want to. If we want to, we can just defend that straight away. So there's no attacks. We'll just play rook here now. There's no attacks on our H7. G6 seems to be reasonably well fortified. And now the big question is, can we go pawn pinching? Probably just not just yet. We'll play rook C1 first and just see what he does. Depending on how he replies, I might have to play bishop F1. Not sure yet. Okay, so he's going there. I can just hit his pawn. He might be silly enough to push it. He's a beginner. He's only 1470. Probably just a kid, so he's 1470. So he hasn't got that much experience. He might push it. There we go, he's pushed it. Now the trouble is that we can go in there and attack his bishop. So he's going to be, that's his bishop that attacks my king. He moves that. Okay, so now we've got a few options. We can do what? We can push the pawn on the knight. We push the pawn on the knight. Where's the knight go? This is a good question for him. Just expand, keep him busy. Just keep him really busy all the time. We can take his rook off, and that way he's got to take back with the knight. Now these are the sort of positions where we just got to be a bit cautious, as to what our next plan is. We can play knight forwards. It's not too bad. It's not a real bad move. Knight forwards. It's okay. I really want to play knight c6. So he's got 1 minute 14 seconds on his clock, and I want to play knight c6. I want to occupy squares, particularly I want to get rid of that stupid bishop there. Oh, so he's going there now. Okay, rightio then. Might be a good idea to play bishop f3 here. Bishop f3, and just put pressure on the d pawn. It's a bit early yet, early days. Oh, he wants me to take that off. I don't really want to take it. I want to play knight c6. I never ever really had the intention of taking that at all. All I ever had the intention of was to make him uncomfortable, not take anything off. Of course, now it's a different story. I can play knight takes bishop and take that bishop off. That's what we always wanted. That's the piece that we always wanted. That one there. And now he retreats. Well, I can play knight here now, knight to b4. I can't see any checkmates for him or anything like that. He's attacking my bishop, and he sees it as a very good move, and he's wrong, because a bishop takes knight, right? Bishop takes knight, and now knight forks, and now his whole position is in shit, right? We'll take his queen with check. He's put his queen on the wrong square due to lack of time, and then he should resign really, but okay, next match. Now playing BS Lattes, he's 1702 from the United States. It seems like we're playing against the United States, Australia versus United States. I'm number 7 of 59 players. We're playing C takes D in a Sicilian game. Knight F6. And you know we've been playing A6 to stop the bishop check and everything. He might play the normal knight to C3. He's thinking about it, so he's another person that could be getting into a little bit of time trouble. I'll play E5. It's not the best move, but sometimes it confuses a lot of beginners that learn moves like parrots. I wonder if I can get away with bishop E6. I want to try it. I'll play H6 just to stop his bit. Now he's allowed me. He should have played bishop C4. So now he's allowed me to get a free game. I can play knight C6 and D5. It's a bit weakening, but this is probably a better option because I can now lay plans with rook C8, just more general, quick chess plans like rook C8, knight B6, knight C4, takes, and all the rest of it. He wants to get an attack on the wing, so I can do an attack on the wing too. We can all do an attack on the wing. Right, so we're just going to play knight b6. Now, if he takes the knight, the beautiful thing about it is if he takes my knight, the best thing about it is that'll take the pressure off the kingside attack. So, but if he doesn't take the knight, well then I can just slip in and annoy him anyway. So the whole idea is to just annoy him. I mean, he's not doing that, so we'll just play knight here and annoy him. So now he's wondering about his bishop, so now I play rook takes. And I'm just threatening knight takes e-pawn. So if he plays g5, I can just play knight takes pawn in the middle. He's not doing anything, is he? He's not threatening anything, so I can push that pawn, can I? I mean, it's really important in these kind of positions to be very forthright and not to muck around, give him a chance. He's moving forwards, good move. So now we can't take with the knight, so we must take with the bishop. And the rook's still protected, so that's okay. Now I can pile up with queen to C8. Okay, I want to hold my A pawn, just in case he wants to play pawn to B3. I want to hold my A pawn. So now he's got to think about what he's going to do. He goes back and he attacks me. Right, so now this is where I could play rook C7. Right, that's not a bad move. Was E5 stronger? I don't think so. But now I have got rook here and it attacks the queen. So it's not a bad move. And now he wants to change queens. All right, why change? Mainly because I'd like to get that pawn in the middle. Knight takes pawn. He's got knight, yeah, now I play knight takes bishop. And I play rook takes pawn. So the ending is really good for me. So I play bishop takes knight. And now I've got to play king up or castles. King up, I think, is probably the best. And really, what I really need to do is somehow play rook to D1, get the open file. Like Icey's playing this, so I'm going back. I'm not going to let him have that. Okay, so he wants to take a pawn. So I can take a pawn, or I can hold a pawn. What do I do here? I can hold a pawn, just to see what he does, because after all, he wants to move his pawns forwards, and I don't want his pawns to be. Oh, look at that move! Good move, check. Push. Hook behind the passed pawn. So I've got to put my rook behind the passed pawn. I want a queen. I'm not mucking around. Oh, wait a second. What's he doing now? He's this is dangerous. Boy, this is bad. He's dead. He's trying to play as fast as me. He played good chess, but maybe he did a mouse slip or something. I don't know. But he's dead anyway, so we'll just mate him now. Queen checks. Rook checks. Queen checks. Rook checks. And rook takes rook mate. Okay, that was a good game. Next match. He played really well. I was really worried. I thought I was going to lose that game. So now number 6 of 60 players with 39 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. Okay, so G3. C takes D. We're fighting for the control of the centre, as you can see. So we're playing queen to B3, threatening that pawn down there on B7, and that's what we're really after. So I mean, is he blind or what's he? I'm taking the pawn. Yeah, buddy. Pawn's mine. Okay, so I want a pawn. I can tie him up. It's a bit too ambitious, is it? I'll play knight f6, knight f3, I should say. And the whole idea is I've just got to castle real quickly and play D pawn here. And I want to play knight to knight 5 if I can. Might not be able to. So this is all about timing now. He's got 2 minutes and 34 seconds, but there's increments in this game. So, yeah, he's got a little bit more time. He's a good move, Australia. So he's played that move. I can play pawn there. So I really want to open up the game. So if he takes, yeah, it's all right. I'm happy with that because it takes. It's all right. It's good. I'm happy with that. And now I just play rook d1. I want to play pawn takes pawn and discover on his bishop. That's all right. So I can play pawn here, attack his bishop, take his pawn off. Now I'm sort of okay here a little bit. Now rook here, and now I really would like to push the pawn through. He won't let me, of course, so I've got to take that. And now he can take with the knight. Yeah, so he's played really well. Give him a check. Really important to... he should have put the queen in. Bishop hits knight. I had to save that position there. I had to save that position. And now I'm okay. I just got away with it. His knight's pinned 3 times against his rook. So it looks like I'm going to be able to... look, he's playing chess all right here. I can play... rook e6. I want to play bishop takes knight. I'll take his knight. Rook here, e2. That stops his queen takes pawn check, which he thought he was going to play. So we just, now he's not threatening queen takes pawn check and take the pawn in the middle. There's no threats. He's overlooked that, so he's just dropped his bundle. He wants to change queens. I'll play rook e1. Go down there and attack his rook. He's attacking my rook. So I go down there and attack his g-pawn. Well, he played really well until he stuffed up. Oh, we're now playing a Janina 1987 from Brazil. Knight f3. We're number 4 of 63 players. Of course, we started late. There's 34 minutes late. And 34 minutes left. And probably, no doubt, more players will enter the tournament. A lot of IMs and things like that. occasionally into these tournaments and start late on purpose to see it, just to test themselves to see if they can get through and win the tournament at the death by playing their little super gambits and stuff. Anyway, we'll attack his pawn, or we just get we just go forwards. We'll push our pawns forwards. He might pin the knight. Then we'll move forwards. Yeah, and so now we'll push the pawn on the knight. So what I'm really hoping for is that he'll play. Well, he's giving me a knight there for nothing. Queen takes knight. Oh, he's only 986. I was hoping he played knight e5, which looks better. If he played knight e5, well, then I'd respect his ideas more. But unfortunately, he hasn't. He doesn't know what's going on here. So I'm going to give him the queen. He says, why is he giving me the queen? Well, it's very, very simple. Simple reason is I'm going to get another queen. Check. So now I'm on his rook. And then I get a queen with check. Unless his king moves up. Yeah, so now I take the queen. So now what's the position now? I've got an extra piece and an extra rook. I've got an extra minor piece and an extra rook. So he's not looking too good. We can give him a check over there. That's not a bad move, because in this position, if he pushes the pawn, which is the natural move, then his king has got to go back into the corner, and he's going to lose his queen. You see, that's what we thought he might do. Now we can play queen checks here, you see. We can bring his queen up a little bit closer. His king, I should say. Oh, it's checkmate next move, is it? Is that checkmate? Almost. I don't want to let him out off the hook. I've got queen takes pawn check. I mean, let's face it. Let's keep him in check. He should resign. He's in a mess. That's checkmate there, though. That's a nice mate. Next match. Okay, that was Joninha from Brazil. Janina, something like that. Anyway, he's got a fancy hat on. I like his hat. He looks like a cool dude. Brazilian blokes are pretty cool guys. They've got cool girls and they're cool guys. So they reckon in the fashion world. In the chess world, he seems to be a cool cat. Looks a bit like our friend from Gotham Chess, actually, without the glasses. I'll go here. I'll finish. I'll play the Roy Lopez. He's 1141. So the reason for playing a Roy Lopez is basically I should know it better than him. And if that's the case, well, then something brilliant might happen, like a big attack or something. So we'll just see what happens. And you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men. Well, we have all these great grandiose plans and often nothing comes of them. I can play pawn here. This looks like all book that he's playing. Looks like it's all book moves. So I'm threatening a check. Oh, he's hiding in there. He's hiding. I'll go there. So I want his rook. Play queen here. Okay, so now I'll play bishop here. He's chasing me away. He's 1141. He's chasing me away. Is he using an engine? Well, so much for his engine. I mean, his engine's pitiful if he's using an engine. King there was better. But that's the life. I've got knight takes pawn here. Knight takes pawn. Oh no, queen takes pawn is better. Now I've got now I've got knight takes pawn, but I've got queen takes pawn too as well now. So I'm winning now. I've got bishop takes knight. I've got queen takes pawn. He's in a mess now. And his king is loose. I think worse than having a loose king in these kind of positions. So there we go. So we've got to discover the take there. So discover the take with check. There's another check. As long as it's with check, it's good. So get rid of all the pieces, then we can just win the game. Okay, now we'll just go bishop to king 3. Oh, come on, bishop. Just getting a bit stuck there. Let's see the bishop. Is it? That's not a check. Just careful, John. Careful. It's bishop check. I can't go check, so I've got to go back. Sneaky. Well, his time's up. Next match. 22 minutes and 55 seconds left. We're coming fourth of 67 players. We're still having trouble bridging the gap. 1391 is Ludwin Martinez of Canada. Good day, Ludwin. I'm just going to play d6. I'll stop that pawn moving forwards. And here we can play knight here. We can do that because there's no bishop check this time. But he's played some sort of different sort of game against our play. Well, it's 1391, and of course when you're 1391 you do want to walk into a pawn fork, don't you? Every player 1391 wants to walk into a pawn fork. Well, we'll take a knight off. If he takes my knight, I just take his knight. If he plays knight to b5, which he should have, but we'll play knight here now and just block off that bishop from the attack. I reckon we should be all right, especially after that move. So next match, he resigned. He gave up the ghost. Ludwin Martinez of Canada has given up the ghost. We're number 3 of 67 players, and we're trying to find our next match. So that was the final position. Here we are. We're playing Tilo Par 44, and he's from the United Kingdom. So he's 1032. So we'll try a centre counter, and we'll just take our queen straight out. He wants to change queens. Very, very enlightening of him. So I'll play knight there. If I can get a better development, theoretically, because I'm higher rated, I should be able to get an advantage. So you can't get a clear d4 in now because my pawn's on e4. So we've achieved a little bit, just a little concession on our part over his position. He'll probably play bishop c4. So we'll just see what he does. No, he just goes there. Now, is it correct there to just push past? That's the question. Do you push past? I think you do. Because his pawns are on d3, d2, I think in this position it's correct to just push past. And just develop your pieces according to what he does. So he's just attacking the pawn, right? So I think if he attacks the pawn, we probably should defend the pawn. That's logical. If someone attacks the pawn, you defend the pawn. The whole idea is I see bishop c4. Yeah, I see that. I can't move my knight, so I've got to play c6. But I anticipated that move. The big problem comes after he castles. But I think I've just got him covered. I've just got him covered with bishop e7. Because I've got superior development. Admittedly, oh no, he's going backwards, so I've got to take that pawn now. I haven't got a choice. Okay. And now it wouldn't be wrong to do that. So we're going to just play bishop to I've got a castle, so bishop d6. It looks logical. He plays d5, and now I have to castle. I've got a castle. I've got no choice there. Right, so I play knight here. Get my final minor piece working. And now, this is the tricky part. I like to play knight to b6, but I like this move. That's the move. Got him. Got him. He was playing really well. I got that move in. Oh, that's a beauty. That's going to really rip him. This is the sort of move that players of this strength can't handle, I think. I think this will really test him. You think, oh no, I played so well, and he'll be so frustrated with his position. Right, so now I can play knight takes bishop, but it doesn't really give me much. I can play knight hits rook. Hit the rook. Just attack the rook. Go back. See what he does. Knight over here this time. He goes back. Now I can bring the other knight over there and attack his rook. And now bishop in there and attack his rook again. This is the key position. I can play rook on the f file to e8, see where he goes. Got to be careful of things like knight e5 here, actually. Yeah, I knew you'd do that. I can play knight h6. I've got to be careful. Knight f6, knight e5. So I've got to play knight h6. And now he's got knight e5. And now I've got bishop takes knight. Bishop takes knight. Do I take? Oh no, he attacks two pieces. Oh, the filthy bugger. He attacks two pieces. So I've got to play knight c7. Knight c2. Bishop takes. And I seem to be all right here after knight there. Oh, God, that was complicated. I still got a problem with a loose bishop there. C5, I've got to do this stupid move. Better still, where's that pawn there? I've got F6. F6, yeah. I want his bishop. Keep him guessing, keep him guessing. He played that really, really well, or he's got a super engine. I'm wondering whether these guys are using engines. It's unbelievable. They're playing so well that you just don't know what's going on. Yeah, so his clock's running down really, really quickly. He doesn't know what to do. He hasn't got a clue, and now pawn takes knight. So am I a piece up now? I think I'm a piece up. Next match, 12 minutes 59 seconds left, and we're number 3 of 72 players. And it was tough. That was a tough game, really tough. It was Talopa from Great Britain. Now we're playing B. Slates, 1704 from the United States, and we'll go for the English. I might have instinctively have chosen a more positional line. Reason being, that was a real tactical nightmare, that one. Good knight versus bad bishop. I'm trying to work out how we can play good knight versus bad bishop here. So that's what I'm really after. Good knight versus bad bishop. There's a bad pawn there, so we're going to attack that bad pawn. Okay, so now I've got no problems. Go over here. I'll check. I'll change queens. So I'm happy to change. Just improving my position with every move. Just trying to improve my position. That's okay. So that's the plan. Oh, what am I doing? I let this king get in there. Who wants to do that? You lost a rook. Lost a rook, buddy. You lost your rook. 7 minutes and 19 seconds. We're coming third. Well, there we go. And next match, 5 minutes 47. We're still coming third of 74 players. B Slate's played very well. 1703 from the United States. Searching for a player for me with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. We need to have a win. 1443. Let's go for it again. These are all the natural opening moves here that he's playing. They're both playing natural opening moves. All I've done was pinch the pawn, but he's taking nearly a minute to work it out that it's not good for him. So his bishop's pinned, and he's worrying about his king now. We could also play queen checks and queen takes c-pawn. But why not just threaten checkmate in one move? And now we can just take that off. Throw the knight there in the middle of the board. That's always good. Throwing the knight in the middle of the board, I think it's good. We challenge bishops. Well, we've got better pawn structure. We've got an extra pawn. So we've navigated the opening and we've got a better game. So we don't mind exchanging something. So he moves his bishop, his knight up. And I think we should just take that knight. Play knight here. That's a trap. That's just a trap. If he takes any pawn, he loses his bishop. Like now it's pinned against his king. So he just drops his bishop. It's just a trap. We can just change castles now. It's all over. My knight's so powerful where it is. There we go. Nice position for the king. And there's no entry squares for him to attack me. Nothing. So I just go here. He wants to go along the rank, but there's just nothing for him. Just move a knight back if I wanted to. But why should I? Just play b6. His rook looks silly. Now play rook to d8. Now I've just got all this pressure. Okay, so I can just play king up. King over there. And he's giving me a pawn. I'll take it off. Just take everything off. We'll just see what a good move is. Play rook hits there. He just dropped the pawn. Should play, let's play b4. Okay, there's another pawn over there. Take that one too. Take them all. There's no threats. We'll go for a queen. And there you go. We came third. 12 wins. 18 out of 18 rounds. 18 round, 3.2 Swiss. Okay, listen. So it's 18 rounds, a 3.2 Swiss. And as you can see, we only entered 6 rounds late, but we still came third, even though we entered 6 rounds late. So thank you very much for watching that video, and I hope you found it entertaining and educational on just how to score wins. The winner was B. Slates from the United States. Second was Luvin Martinez, and he was from Canada. Thank you again, and arrivederci. Till next time.